I never thought I'd see the day when I'd question the person I married. My husband said it was an accident, but that one sentence changed everything. We were married for years, not perfect, but happy. We laughed, argued, and built a life together. I trusted him completely, and I thought that trust was enough, until that night. It started with something small, or at least that's what he made it seem. "I forgot protection," he said, as if it was no big deal. I froze. I couldn't believe what I'd just heard, because trust isn't just words, it's actions. And he just dismissed mine. I didn't yell, I didn't cry, at least not yet. I asked questions calmly, and that's when he said, "You're overreacting." Those words cut deeper than anything else could. It wasn't just about protection. It was about care, about respect. And in that moment, he showed me he had none. I started thinking about all the times he had dismissed me before, times he made me feel guilty for being cautious, times he ignored my concerns. And suddenly, it all made sense. This wasn't an accident. This was a pattern of ignoring, of brushing me off, of taking my trust for granted. I went quiet after that, not because I forgave him, but because I needed to see clearly. He assumed everything was fine. He went about his life as usual. But inside, I was questioning everything. Was this really a mistake? Or had I been blind all along? I remembered all the subtle red flags I had ignored, the defensiveness, the excuses, the jokes he made when I tried to talk seriously. Each time he told me I was overreacting. And that's when I understood. Overreacting isn't about me. It's about him avoiding responsibility. I cried that night. Not for him, not for us, but for myself. For trusting someone who didn't value my safety. For believing in love that didn't protect me. And for realizing that my voice, my feelings, mattered less to him than his convenience. I asked myself, if this was my best friend, what would I tell her? The answer was clear. I would tell her to walk away, to choose herself. Because love without respect is not love, and marriage without care is not a partnership. The next morning I made my choice. I didn't yell, I didn't threaten. I left calmly, but firmly. Because the hardest thing I ever did was accept that someone I loved did not love me the way I deserved. Walking away wasn't easy. It wasn't about punishment. It was about self-respect. Someone who ignores your safety will eventually ignore your worth. And I wasn't willing to let that happen. I didn't leave because of one mistake. I left because of what that mistake revealed, a truth I couldn't ignore, and a pattern I couldn't accept. Love is not about excuses. Love is about respect. So tell me, was I overreacting, or did I finally choose myself?